Hi, my name is Sissy, and I want to welcome you to my show, Getting Healthy with Sis. I am married to my hunky husband, Matt, and together we own a fitness and nutrition coaching studio in Lakeland, Florida called Restoration Fitness and Nutrition. We have 2 little boys, and I've been a nutrition coach for 5 years, helping countless people to revamp their lives and see amazing results implementing one healthy habit at a time. My passion is to help women just like me realize they don't have to be a victim to poor eating habits and poor health. Instead, through proper education and empowerment, they can take control of their health and live the healthiest and happiest life possible. As you tune into my show, I promise you're going to learn new things about your health. You're going to be inspired to take action towards your goals, and you're going to have a ton of fun along the way. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 12 on the podcast. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me today, and my sincere desire is that you will get some extremely beneficial nuggets that will inspire you, help you to stay committed, help you to stay the course with your health in this topic that I'm discussing today. So it's definitely something that, as you know, my husband and I started our gym 5 years ago, and I've been working one-on-one with clients for the past 5 years in a nutrition coaching capacity. So one-on-one, helping them to revamp their lives through habits that are going to serve them for the rest of their lives. One of the things that I have come across is I've kind of developed the profile of what a truly successful client looks like, because through coaching many different people through many different walks of life over the past 5 years, I can pretty much spot it when I spot someone who is going to be successful. And so I've kind of have narrowed down in the episode today, I wanted to narrow down those characteristics that I see in those people who are successful and who have had long-term success that is sustainable, that they have sustained, by the way. I wanted to nail down 4 characteristics that I see in those people so that you can take these things and you can kind of assess, like, man, am I like that, or am I something different than that? And if I'm different than that, maybe that's why I'm having trouble, or maybe that's why I'm constantly stopping and starting, or having a hard time seeing myself through and really meeting my goals. So today in the episode, I have picked out 4 things that I have seen in clients who have the most long-term success and keep the success that they gain. They keep it for, a long time, or Lord willing, the rest of their lives. That's what we're really hoping for here. But I wanted to unpack those 4 things that I see in hopes that they will challenge you, they'll prod you, they'll poke you a little bit, and you can kind of take something from this today and learn and see how you need to assimilate it in your own life, okay? So, for my clients who have the most success, the number one thing that I see in them is that they are patient. Okay, these are people that come in here and they realize, I did not get myself in this predicament with my health in 1 to 2 months. This has actually been years of bad habits, years of being lazy, years of being complacent, years of being reactive and not proactive. And they realize that for them to meet their goals and to see success in their life, they must be patient. So I want to ask you today, are you a patient person with the process, or are you someone that's like, I'm ready to get this thing turned around in 2 months or in 3 months? Heck, I'm working so hard I should have the results I want in 1 month. Listen, that stuff that they sell you in the supermarket on the tabloids that are like, lose 30 pounds in 1 month. That is not good for you, okay? And that is not sustainable. And don't even get me started on, the drugs that are out there today to try to help you lose all this weight quick. It's not sustainable. It's not good for you, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But I wanted to just hit on that. These clients that I see that have the most long-term success, they are patient with the process. They have realistic expectations. They know they didn't get in this situation overnight. It's been 5 years, 10 years, 20, 30 years of neglecting their health, and they realize this is going to take some time to rebuild the foundations, to build in healthy habits. And oh, by the way, you know that something has become a habit when you begin to do it without having to devote mental energy to it. And that takes time to build these habits. So these people, they are patient, and they truly realize that a true life transformation is going to take time, and they have decided that they are in it for the long haul. All right, characteristic number 2 that I have seen my clients that have the most success, and this one's probably going to be a little bit harder, especially for us women, because we tend to be more emotionally driven. But my clients who have the most success for the long term and who actually wind up reaching their goals have actually checked their emotions at the door. Okay, they are not living on an emotional roller coaster where they're highly, highly motivated, and then life gets hard, and then they go down into the pit, and then they sulk for a while, and then they try to find more emotion and motivation to get back on. They are not doing this up and down, up and down, up and down. Truly, the ones who have the most success, they have figured out the art of removing their emotions, and they've just made the decision that they're going to do this. They know that motivation is going to ebb and flow. Sometimes they're going to feel like it, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're going to see great progress and it's really motivating, and then sometimes it's like, dang, I'm doing all the right things and I'm not seeing that much, scale progress or scale victory over this past month or two. But they don't let that dictate if they're all in or not. They have checked their emotions at the door, and they have just decided. I had a mentor in my life. I remember this phrase he would say is that sometimes doing the right thing is just a cold-blooded act of the will. There's no gushy feelings in it. There's no, I feel so warm and fuzzy when I do this. If you're waiting for that, you're probably not going to be doing the right thing most of the time in life. But sometimes doing the right thing for your health, making the next best decision, it's just going to be a cold-blooded act of the will. It's just going to be, I'm getting up and doing this because I know that it's good for me. And I'm not checking in with my emotions every 2 seconds to see how I'm feeling about the whole process from one day to another. So you want to have long-term success, I encourage you to examine your emotional state with this whole health journey or weight loss journey. You got to check the emotions at the door. Okay, so that is characteristic number 2. Do you have big goals for your health, but you're unsure of where to start, and you feel like you need the guidance and expertise of a nutrition coach that can lead you down the path to success? Well, if that's you, I've got just the solution for you. I want to encourage you to go to my website, Restoration Fitness LKLD, and click the button that says Book a Free Intro. We will sit down with you, learn more about your goals, and pair you up with a perfect nutrition coach to give you the guidance, direction, and accountability that you need to reach your health goals and to obtain results that will last a lifetime. It's important to also mention that we do offer coaching both in person and virtually. So if you're not in the Lakeland, Florida area, no worries, we've got you covered. Again, I want you to go to my website, restorationfitnesslkld.com, and book your free intro today. Characteristic number 3 for my clients who see the most success is that these clients have come to grips with the fact that the road to success is usually not a straight line that goes from point A to point B and it goes straight uphill the whole time and you just get to where you want to get and there's no U-turns or roadblocks or you never fall down and get in the valley. No, these people realize, hey, this is going to be a journey and there's going to be some things. There's going to be times where I stall out. There's going to be times where I get injured or where I have issues in my marriage that really stress me out or where I've got stuff I'm dealing with my kids. They realize that it's not going to be this very perfect, flowery, beautiful journey the entire time, and they're okay with that. So they have really come to peace with, and they've realized that these these peaks, these valleys, these stops, starts, U-turns, all of these things, that they're part of the journey and they have come to be at peace with that, okay? So I want to encourage you, characteristic number 3, you need to be okay that the journey is not always going to be this beautiful straight line from point A to point B. There's going to be things that happen along the line that are going to maybe even seem like setbacks, but you just have to keep going. You have to keep pushing through. Okay, and the 4th characteristic that I see that my clients who have the most long-term success that they have is that they are not solely judging their success by what the scale says. And this is so important for so many reasons. But I just want to tell you, so in the coaching room, when I'm doing one-on-one consultations, and typically in those first few months, when I sit down with my clients and I'm like, okay, what are some of your bright spots? What have been some of the non-scale victories that you've had? They're just overflowing with them. And it's so like encouraging and life-giving to hear them celebrate these things. And guess what? We haven't even gotten on the scale yet. They have nothing to do with the scale, but they're saying things like, I can get up off the floor now, or I was walking at my job. I have to go up these stairs multiple times a day and I wasn't as out of breath, or I'm sleeping way better, or I'm just happier. I'm nicer to my kids. All sorts of things. And as they continue going, they're coming back to me and going, I'd had blood work done with my doctor and my cholesterol's better than it's been in 20 years, or my blood pressure has improved, or my A1C level is down. My doctor is so proud of me, or I'm getting off of this medication or that medication. All of those things are incredible, what we call non-scale victories. They are amazing. And so the clients that I've coached that are having the most long-term success are truly the ones that really make a big deal for themselves out of that progress that they've gained, out of that, out of focusing on those non-scale victories that honestly, like, whose life ever really changed by the number on a scale? Like, think about that. Like, whose life changed because they saw a certain number? Contrary to that, whose life changed because they're now in less pain, or they're on less medications, or they don't have to go on medication anymore, or they are able to get up and down off of the floor with their grandchildren and they have energy to keep up with them? Like, those are the things that truly change your life and that impact your quality of life. And so the ones that I've seen that are having the most long-term success, they are the ones that are celebrating those things. So I want to challenge you today. Are you celebrating those victories along the way in your journey, or are you just hyper-focused on this scale thing? Okay, Dr. Christina Magliera, I'm connected with her through some different coaching programs that I'm in. And one of the things that she says that I think is really impactful, she is a mental health counselor. One of the things that she says is sometimes people want their goals so bad that they actually wind up choking them out. So you can be like so fixated on, what does that scale say? What is it going to say? What is it going to say? What is it going to say? Is it going to say what I want it to say? You can be so fixated on that you wind up choking it out, and you're not seeing all of the amazing progress and wins that you're having. And so something here at Restoration that we want to do with our clients, and that we do with our clients, is that we help you to celebrate those wins, to look back and to see, wow, I started here. I had all these ailments in my life, and look where I've come. And yes, I've lost weight. And listen, if you have weight to lose and you need to lose weight, your body is going to feel better and be healthier when that weight comes off. When you are fueling yourself with proper nutrients, when you are exercising, when you are sleeping more, when you're managing your stress, your body is going to feel better. So that's important. But we want to look back and see, how far have I come, and celebrate those wins along the way. And that is something that is truly going to give you fuel to continue on your journey. So if you have been on a health journey or a weight loss journey, you've been trying to kick that fat off your body or whatnot, whatever it is while you're on your health journey, And if you are someone who has constantly found yourself stopping and starting, or you stopped, maybe you quit. Maybe you started and you were gung-ho and you were just ready to crush it. And then you started strong and then something happened. Ask yourself, why did I stop? Because you made that momentum. You had momentum going. Why did you stop? And when you stop, that is the surefire way to make sure you will truly never reach your goals, is if you stop, or if you keep stopping and starting, you're never going to get there that way. So I want you to go through these reasons that I've given you today in this episode and ask yourself, like, hey, was I being impatient? Like, was I wanting to see this transformation too quick and my goals were not realistic, or my expectations were not realistic for the time and the effort and the energy that I was willing to put in, or that I did put in that period of time? I want you to ask yourself, am I being governed by my emotions? Am I like so fickle that one day I'm in, one day I'm out, one day I'm this, and one day I'm that, and you're not staying steady and consistent? I want you to ask yourself, are you or were you willing to accept that the road to success is not typically a straight line from point A to point B? That there are going to be bumps and turns and all sorts of things on the journey, but you've still got to stay the course. And then the fourth thing I want you to ask yourself is, were you celebrating the non-scale victories that you were having along the way? Or were you so focused on the scale that you couldn't celebrate and be happy for the amazing progress that you were making? So if any of these things stand out to you today, do some journaling about it. Come and talk to someone, talk to a friend about it, or come and talk to a coach about it. We'd love to kind of process it with you and hash it out with you, because you are worth it. Okay, and it is super important that for you to get to where you want to get in life, and for you to be the healthiest version of yourself, that you are not letting these things trip you up on your journey. So I hope that you've enjoyed this episode today. If you have enjoyed it, and you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, like it, share it with someone. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts and you have found this show or this episode in particular to be helpful for you, I would love it and feel so honored if you would scroll down to the bottom of your screen and leave a review. Tell me what you liked about this episode. I would love to hear from you. So that's all for today, and we will see you guys next time.